So the history of land grabbing in Acholi land, the history of land grabbing in Acholi land. Land grabbing in Acholi sub-region has been long and complex, is deeply intertwined with the region's political, social, and economic dynamics. So here is an overview of the key aspects. Number one is the colonial era and early independence. So the first one is the colonial policy. During the British colonial period, land in Uganda, including Acholi, was categorized into Melo land, Crown land, and freehold land. However, most of the land in Acholi remained under customary land tenancy, where communities held land communal. Let's look at land alienation. In some parts of Uganda, land was alienated plantation and other interests, but this was less common in Acholi, where land remained largely in the hands of the local community. So number two is the post-independence factor. So the post-independence period, let's look at political instability. Following Uganda's independence in 1962, the country experienced political instability with successive governments using land as a tool for rewarding loyalty or punishment. In Acholi, however, large-scale land grabbing was not significant during this period. Let's also see Amin's regime. During Idi Amin's rule of the 1971 to 1979, land issues were not prominent in Acholi, but the regime's brutality and the expulsion of Asia led to broader economic and social dislocation across Uganda. The third one is the Lord's Resistance Army, or the LRA insurgent, from 1986 to 2000. The first one is displaced. The LRA insurgency, led by Joseph Kony, devastated Acholi, causing massive displacement. Over 90% of the Acholi population was forced into internally displaced people's camp by the government, ostensibly protect them from the LRA. But then, that was not the best option. The best option was for them to seek refuge of Uganda or go to safer parts of Uganda. So, the abandonment of land camps. The displacement resulted in the abandonment of vast land, which later became a target for land grabbing once the conflict stopped. Number four is the post-conflict era, the return of IDPs. After the LRA conflict, people began returning to their ancestral land. However, they often found their land had been occupied by others or claimed by powerful individuals, investors, or government entities. Land disputes set. The return of IDP triggered numbers of numerous land disputes as people sought to reclaim their land. The lack of clear documentation under the customary land tenancy made it difficult to resolve these. The involvement of elites of government set in. Norbert Moe one time revealed that the government want to be the ones to redistribute the Acholi land in their own plan. We have that video also on our channel. You can check them out. Redistribute it according to how they want, not according to how Acholi previously owned. That's part of government involvement and also the involvement elite. There was allegations that government officials, military officials, and local elite were involved in land grab. This included land for commercial agriculture, mining, and other development projects. Number five is the legal and policy ownership. Most land in Acholi is held under customary land tenure, which is not formally recognized under Uganda's land law. This has made it easier for powerful individuals to exploit large loopholes and grab land. Weak institutions. The institutions responsible for land management, including local land boards and courts, have been criticized for being weak, corrupt, and unable to effectively manage land. Number six is the recent development. Government and investor projects. In recent years, there has been an increase in large-scale land acquisition for projects such as chemical agriculture, mining, infrastructural development, and natural resource extraction. Some of these projects have been controversial, leading to accusations of land grabbing. Community in Acholi have resisted land grabbing through protest, legal action, activism, and advocacy. Civil society organizations have also played a role in supporting communities and raising awareness of land rights. Number seven is the role of cultural leaders, Acholi traditional leaders. The Acholi traditional leader, particularly the Acholi paramount chief, Rwot, by then Acana. I say by then because currently there's conflict in the team, in the camp, in the most respectable place in Acholi, that is Acholi, has been involved in mediating land disputes. And as well, the paramount chief also has been involved in advocating for the protection of customary land rights. However, their influence is limited by the lack of formal recognition, and that is where the weak for Acana. Their influence has been limited due to the lack of formal. Number 8 is the current situation. There has been ongoing challenges. Land grabbing remains a significant issue in Acholi with ongoing discontent. The situation is exacerbated by population growth, urbanization, and the demand for land for commercial agriculture. This is also by invasion of other tribes such as Balalo and threatening cases of reckless charcoal production from people from central Uganda, that's Baganda. Legal reform. There have been calls for legal reforms to better protect customer land rights and strengthen land governance in Acholi and other parts of Uganda. The history of land grabbing in Acholi is a reflection of a broader issue in Uganda, including the legacy of conflict, weak land governance, and the tension between customary and formal land ownership systems. The struggle for land rights continues to be a critical issue for the people of Acholi as the Acholi navigates the post-conflict lands and the trauma, and it seems like no chaos.